Dude, this car is sick. Is this not the most like baller vehicle you've seen in a long time? Dude.
Like it won't be a successful trip.
We're headed to, what town is your house in?
Augusta.
Augusta, Montana. Lots of Montana girls out here.
You got that 100-mile radius though?
Yeah. Quinn, I love nothing more than the fact that you live off a gravel road. Quinn just pulled over for a second to show us this sign. Look at all of these bullet holes. We're definitely in Montana. This is an actual log cabin. What? Oh my God. Got your bear mace. We're real hikers now.
Perfect description of like 50 Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Lewis and Clark National Forest. Here we are.
This is a Quinn shortcut, by the way. We're off path. And we're back on path. Ugh. Ugh. Incredible find. Yeah, Quinn. I'm gonna put this guy away and take some cool photos now. All right, shooting this one with a 50mm because it'll look cool that way. All right, I obviously have to do it now with the GoPro. Freezing. The one-handed doggy paddle, I highly recommend it, very effective. Amazing. Even though I brought a bathing suit, it feels so much nicer just to jump in your boxers. Something liberating about it, honestly. Should probably put clothes back on. We're gonna walk another 20 or so minutes further out. We're probably about an hour out so far, and we're gonna head back. Hey, you guys wanna try and get down there? Found this great waterfall over here, and now to get right over here for a photo. Oh. My shot's composed, now for a neutral density filter. Hoping that photo turned out. We're headed back now, daydreaming of pasta. Heading out to Grand Teton National Park today, but first, some cinnamon rolls. Then we're smooth sailing on 287 South.
What is the GPS?
Little fun fact, this band Goye with the big hit, Somebody That I Used to Know, that entire album is fantastic. Go check it out. Things we need: a propane stove, propane, water, food, spatula, sponge,
And condoms.
We obviously need to get a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. This trail mix section is an insult to my homemade trail mix, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We bought an entire cart full of groceries, yet now our trunk is more organized. Kyle, I'm now gonna attempt to do the impossible and make the peanut butter Nutella jam sandwich. The jam will go on top of the peanut butter, and hopefully it'll be structurally sound enough. I don't know if that's a bad sign or not. I think the gods are telling me that I might be making too good of a sandwich. Bad sign. Round 2, jelly. I'm knifing it, dude. No, it's spreading pretty well. Just one step away from masterpiece. No, it's delicious.
Yeah, sure it is.
It's perfect.
Sure it is.
Yeah, you want a bite, don't you?
You wouldn't say if it tasted bad. He knows it tastes bad. He just doesn't want to disappoint you guys.
No, I would never lie.
He would never, ever lie. Liar.
New state, baby. Potatoes. We are now in Idaho, and I can cross this state off my list. I have been to 54% of the U.S. states. Really great app, by the way. It's called Bin, if you're curious. That is a flipped over 18-wheeler. And a man on a horse. We are in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we decided that we need to see a rodeo while we're here. So we're gonna see if we can get tickets and then grab some food. How many rodeos do you think you've seen in your lifetime?
When I was in elementary school, all my birthday parties used to be rodeos and mass too.
That is the coolest thing I've ever heard. I did laser tag, that's so lame. To balance out the rodeo, vegetarian restaurant. Just realized I have to be wearing my Wyoming hat while I'm in Wyoming. Glendale, Wyoming, one of the best towns in Wyoming. Population 200 or so.
Cowgirl, clean him up. Clean on the head side. Two on the back end. Yes. Outside boys. Sing in the middle. Sing in the middle, cowboy.
Yo! Dude, I'm so glad we did that. That was my first rodeo ever, and it felt like a crucial taste of Americana. Also, the announcer's name was Wyatt. That's what you'd expect.
So funny.
After about an hour of searching around this entire campground, we finally found an open spot, and it's pimpin'. Here, I've got a lantern for you guys. What animal is that right now?
I think it's coyotes.
That's incredible. Also horrifying. Send it.
Send it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Woo! Got it. This headlamp is probably the best idea I've ever had.
Did we just like create this camp in a bush? Like what?
We're sort of in a bush. People forget how important oral hygiene is in the woods. What's cool about this tent is we have an actual staging area where you can keep your shoes and stuff, and then the actual tent, which remains sacred and bug-free. Quick tour of our tent. This is where we sleep.
Good night.
That's it. Waking up at 5:20 a.m. tomorrow to catch the sunrise. It's midnight right now. We're gonna get a bad night of sleep regardless, so. It's 5:30 a.m. No one wanted to wake up, but we're thinking it's gonna be worth it for catching the sunrise. After driving a half a mile off this dirt road, off this pull-off, we're at Shoebacker's Landing and going to Snake River to catch the sunrise reflection off the river. What's fun about shooting the sunrise is you sort of have one chance to get it. You have to find a spot, set up, and if you blow it, you blew it. No second chances. And now to screw on the ND filter. Back in action, these ducks over here. So these ducks would normally be messing up the reflection, but because I have a neutral density filter on, it's not a problem. Sunrise is in prime form with the reflection off the lake. I think the photos are coming out okay. While the lighting's still nice and beautiful out here, I'm gonna try and catch one barn to photograph. Pretty iconic part of Grand Teton, so happy to do it. What a lovely neighborhood. We're at a barn off of Mormon Row, and we're waiting for the sun to come out to make the mountains pop out a little more. Got my shot all composed. Let the wind know.
How can
Oh, a little drop there, a little drop.
One of the most amateur egg cracks I've ever seen. Some gourmet breakfast sandwiches at this campsite. And we got an operation going. I can honestly say this breakfast sandwich is fantastic, and not just for camping standards.
Do you ever like admit when something's bad to your viewers?
Yeah, I know.
This is fantastic. My life's fantastic. Life is good. Josh Katz is out.
Yeah, I made a rice and bean dish once for a video, and it was just disgusting. I think I said it was okay, but it was pretty bad. This is actually good. Honestly, things don't normally go that bad. This morning we woke up at 5:20 a.m. and I gotta say it was pretty brutal. And I'm really glad that I ran it by you guys before that we wanted to wake up for the sunrise. Because if I had to like convince you this morning, it wouldn't have happened. No way. I wouldn't have been able to convince myself, to be honest. That being said, guys, tomorrow morning, sunrise.
Kinda down.
Possibly.
Video evidence.
No, it's gonna probably.
Kinda down.
It sucks up until the sun is out, and then you're just like, yes, I'm so glad I did this.
Cleaning dishes.
This is one of those things that's like not that glorious, but you have to do. In the past, we haven't, and it's been awful. All right, just settle up for the campground and for tomorrow night too with the park ranger. And here's the thing, we could have not paid for tonight and just said we got in just now. But if there's anything I want to spend my money on in the entire world, it's supporting a national park. I have no issue with it, happy to do it, so here we are. One thing I found with all these national park visits is that all the planning you can do is unparalleled to just going into a visitor center, asking a park ranger, what should I do today? So that's what we're gonna do, and they're gonna come through with some sick hikes probably. The ranger was super helpful. We got a map of hikes to do today, and now we're gonna read up on some history. Trying to go to all these guys. Taggart Lake, 4-mile hike, juiced. Apparently the likelihood of seeing moose on this trail is pretty high. I would love to get a moose photo. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
What I love most about this trail is that every half mile or so, the landscape just totally changes. Of course, you always have this view of the mountain too.
Right on. Like.
Hey, it's a genius idea bringing those binoculars, Quinn. You see so much detail. There's a moose right there. I was probably closer than I should have been. That was insane. I don't think I've seen a moose before outside of a zoo. This is striking. Oh my god. This is nuts.
Waking up tomorrow, we're doing a sunrise photo, and we're trying to get to Yellowstone before 10.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. I feel like the one thing we don't do enough on these hikes is just sit and look. Just put away the camera.
Now, you know.
Sitting and looking.
Is it just repeat?
We're on our way back now. We have another 2.2 miles to go on this side of the loop. Quinn, what are you doing right now?
Collecting this sap because it's gonna help us make a fire later. It is very flammable.
Keeping the camera locked and loaded, hoping for some more moose, or just any cool animal really.
I like these pine cones.
I'm gonna take a photo of this so I identify it later. I don't think it's the type of orchid, but the bee on it. Come on, bee.
Solid 4-mile hike complete. That was a 3.5-hour hike, so we're gonna make some sandwiches, mellow out, read some books. Things are good. As it turns out, there's a really nice lake just 30 feet from where we ate lunch, so I'm gonna read the books by the lake. How long would you say we just kicked it for?
Probably about 2 hours.
I've lost track of time at this point, but we were just hanging out, sleeping and reading. I finished my book, and now I'm on to Helter Skelter. But we are headed over to Pacific Creek Road, which is apparently a hot spot for wildlife.
Damn. That's cool, like the stairs thing over here.
When we went to the visitor center this morning, they gave us this sheet which is the best of, and I didn't realize how extensive it is. It's best of for everything. Best wildlife spots for individual animals, short hikes, roadside views, places to see flowers. It's actually like the ultimate national park cheat sheet. We're on the road we were looking for, and now we're just sort of driving slowly, looking for something intriguing. Also, even if we don't see any animals, we have lots of pretzels, so win-win. This really does feel like a safari. What did you say you saw?
Sage ham.
We're definitely on a safari now. Kyle found some elk, and now we're slowly approaching to take some photos. They're definitely aware of our existence, so we gotta be fast, maybe subtle. It's moments like that where I wish I had a telephoto lens. I have a 24-105 on right now, and I just couldn't get close enough to get the shot that I wanted. Maybe a future purchase. Look at this beautiful, oh, there's Kyle peeing. Quinn's got the fire going real nice. Kyle is on the onion operation. I'm cooking rice. We're gonna have some good chili tonight. Diced tomatoes, garbanzo beans, black beans.
Joshy Crocker needs some light.
Did you just call him Joshy Crocker? What kind of name? Like, where did that come from?
This is too much onion. I'm not putting that much
That's a
in.
lot of onion.
The crowd favorite.
Oh yeah!
Kidney beans. That's what I needed, Quinn. Now I gotta say, this isn't my normal chili. Normal chili would be a little more tedious. But
Disclaimer.
this is camping chili. It'll still be excellent.
Dropping disclaimers on
Yeah,
the trail mix,
you
disclaimers
know
on the
this
chili.
Oh boy.
This isn't my standard, but
Look, standards drop out here is all I'm saying.
Not for me.
All right, well, you're gonna hate my chili then. Little cheese operation on this, and we have a magnificent meal. I need the final verdict, guys.
It's pretty good.
Packing up our tent, we're gonna catch the sunrise today and then head to Yellowstone. It's 6:15 and we were really hoping to make it to Oxbow Bend Turnout, this really classic Ansel Adams photo spot. But due to timing and to catch the sunrise, we're gonna have to settle for Blacktail Pond's Overlook, which should be coming up any second now. And this isn't the perfect spot, the one we really wanted, but I'd rather catch the sunrise than miss it, and it's not that bad of a view. Kyle and Quinn are waiting in the car like babies, and we are out here making something happen. This is the famous Ansel Adams spot. It's also the last thing we're gonna check out before heading over to Yellowstone. The obvious spot over there looks nice, but I think if we get lower, it might look even better. And I see some people down here. Ah, just the perfect reflection. Pretty solid. You found a really nice little corner over here. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta say my favorite shots I took at this national park were the last two shots you saw. If you want to see more national park videos, the last one I filmed was Crater Lake National Park in Oregon. Link to that over here. And I also have a playlist full of these national park videos, so I'm going to put a link to that down below. The next two parks I visited on this trip are Yellowstone National Park for 2 days, and then Glacier National Park for 2 days. I got to get to work on editing those videos, but they'll definitely be coming soon. In the meantime, more photos on my Instagram, link to that over here, and I've already bombarded you with enough links. So that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to my future videos, and I will see you eventually. All right, ready for the camera bounce? My bed's not that bouncy, it's pretty hard.